In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Dear friend, there is a beautiful article, and the article belongs to Pearl Nash. Pearl Nash is a researcher, a psychologist, and he has come up with a very interesting, very useful article indeed. And the caption of the article is 10 personality traits of people who make the most of life. 10 personality traits of people who make the most of life. There are 10 personality traits, 10 good habits, and good attitudes of the people who get the best out of their life. They enjoy most, they live the best. So, these are the 10 points we are going to talk about here in our today's discussion. First of all, Pearl Nash says they know what they want from life. That is something very basic. That is something very, very basic indeed. Unless and until we don't know it well, how can we achieve that? If we don't even know it well and we don't know how to be there, shall we ever be able to achieve that? There are one chance in a million that we will be able to do that. Mean there is a very, very, very little probability of achieving. So first of all, we need to know that what I want for my life. We need to know we need to know what I want from my life, and knowing is very, very important. Having a clearly defined goals. My mentor, my teacher, Tom Hopkins, I wrote the book and I was extremely impressed. The having a very clear definition of the goals. First of all, number two, Paul Noyce says they know and they say no so that they can say yes. Mean we don't have to avail, we don't have to do everything else which appears in front of us. Mean we don't have to go with the flow. We don't have to go with the flow. Mean whatever seems automatic, whatever is the most probable, we shouldn't be doing that. Rather, we need to think for a while what I need to do and what I don't need to do, what is good for me and what is bad for me. Okay, don't accept every invitation. Do not accept every invitation. Do not accept every activity which is there in front of us, in front of you. Number two. Number three, they he says they don't want they don't want for the opportunities to knock at their door. They don't want for opportunities to knock at their door. They don't actually wait for that. They don't wait for opportunities to knock at their door. Rather, rather, they are found seeking the opportunities. They are found running behind the opportunities. They want to be an opportunity hunter. They're always trying to work for the attainment, for the obtainment of the opportunities. Always, always working for that. So, number four, they say, Pearl Nash says, they nurture relationships. They nurture relationships. Very important. Relationships are very important. Not only the money is important, not only the position is important, relationships are also very important. And if at all there is a particular the positive, the constructive, the positive relationships, the heart to heart relationships, the relationships which are not based on the self, which are not based on material benefits, rather because we genuinely want respect each other, so they nurture relationship, positive relationships, obviously not the toxic relationships. And that is, that was number 4. Number 5, Paul Nash says they choose their battles. Everything else which irritates us is not worth fighting for. Everything else we don't like is not worth fighting for, fighting with. So we need to fight for the things which really matters. There are many of the things which we might not be liking, but those are not going to harm us much. Those are not going to harm us. So for that reason, it's far better to ignore them. Far better to ignore, and not to fight, not to get ourselves engaged with them at all. That is number five. Number six, you know, Paul Nash says they live in the present. They live in the present. There are many things about our past which are either good or bad. We certain things which benefited us, another certain thing which caused us pain and trouble only and didn't benefit us at all. And there are certain also fears about our future as well, but we don't need to focus neither upon our past nor we need to focus upon our future. We need to steer clear of all that. Occasionally thinking about our past and learning things from there, and now occasionally looking into the trying to peep into the future, and trying to plan for the future. That's fine, that's nice, that's good, but living in the present is very important. That's only a way that we will be able to work well for our opportunities, finding the opportunities, trying to avail the opportunities, and trying to produce the maximum. That was they live in the present was number you know number 6. Number 7, Pearl Noyce says they don't obsess about money. Money is important. There is no doubt in it that money is important indeed, but we shouldn't be that much obsessed with the money that we would be sacrificing everything else for the sake of money, making it God and worshiping it. That's fun. That's not good at all. It must be avoided. They don't obsess about money. So number 8, Palnaj says they value leisure. We need to work. We need to work well. But leisure is also important to make our life a balanced one. Leisure is also important. You know, they value leisure. Number 8. Number 9, Palnaj says they don't bother proving themselves. At many of the situations, the person is trying to prove that their opinion is right, that they are more capable. I think both of these are absolutely wrong. We need to do that only when it is necessary, only when it is essential. Otherwise, we don't need to prove ourselves at all. They don't, you know, they don't bother proving themselves. We need to try to prove ourselves only if at all it is really important. Really important, not because momentarily we want to win the argument, momentarily we want to defeat someone else, momentarily we want to raise our ego. Not at all. They don't bother proving themselves. Number 9. Number 10, you know the Apple Noise says they you know they don't shy away from hard work and pain. They don't shy away from work and pain. Work, no pain, no gain. Working hard, working consistently, working regularly, all of that is important, and also an essential ingredient of success as well. This is the essential ingredient of success as well. It is unavoidable, and unless and until we are ready for that, for the work and for the pain, we will not be able to achieve that. Leisure is important, work and pain is important. No pain, no gain. So these were the beautiful 10 points written by the Pearl Nosh. This beautiful indeed 10 personality traits of people who makes the most of life.